Good morning, guys. Today we're going to read Going Home. This is about what Jesus did after he came back to life and after Mary Magdalene went to go tell everybody about the good news that he was alive. Jesus' friends were afraid, so they were hiding in an upstairs room with the door bolted shut. But that didn't stop Jesus. He walked straight through the wall. "It's a ghost!" Thomas screamed and hid under the table. But it wasn't a ghost. "I'm hungry," Jesus said. "What's for lunch?" Peter gave him a fish. They all hung back and watched him eat. "This can't be," they were telling themselves. "It's impossible. It's not happening." But it was. Right in front of them, Jesus was getting ready to eat his lunch. "Delicious," he said. Jesus wiped his mouth with the back of his hand and grinned. "Can a ghost do that?" he winked. And then they all laughed. "I'm really here," Jesus said. And he really was. Peter's heart leapt with joy, and he fell to Jesus' arms, hugging and kissing him. The others followed. They felt their hearts would burst from happiness. The friends ate together and chatted happily, and every now and then they just gazed at Jesus and have to touch him to make sure that they weren't dreaming. Jesus had a real body, but his body was better. It had come through death, and it couldn't get sick or be killed again. This body would live forever. Jesus had come back with a brand new body. Not only were sad things coming untrue, the friends realized they were becoming new again. Was God going to make everything new? Jesus said, "I am the Savior and the rescuer of the whole world." And they knew because they couldn't stay dead, because Jesus had come alive again, that somehow everything would be all right. See, there's Jesus having lunch with his friends, and they look really surprised. A few days later, as they walked together, Jesus told his friends, "It's time for me to go home with my Father." They all looked worried, and then they remembered Jesus had told them before he died, "There's a place for you. I will get it ready. You will know the way." Thomas had panicked. "I don't know the way to get there." "Yes, you do," Jesus had said. "I am the way, the truth, and the life." When at last they reached the top of the highest hill near Jerusalem, Jesus turned to them and said, "Go everywhere and tell everyone the happy news. Tell them I love them so much and that I died for them. It's the truth that overcomes the terrible lie. God loves his children. He really does." Suddenly the sky was filled with dazzling light. Now everyone can come home to God, and death is not the end of you. You can live forever with your Father in heaven because I have rescued the whole world. So Jesus is telling them the good news that they can be saved and have a relationship with God and live with him forever. And he wants them to tell the whole world. And something amazing happened. Jesus rose up into the bright air higher and higher. They shaded their eyes and watched him go until the cloud hid Jesus so they couldn't see him anymore. They stood looking into the sky like that for a long time. Suddenly, two shining men appeared. "What are you doing?" they asked. "Jesus has gone up to heaven, but one day he will come back in the same way that you saw him leave from heaven and from the sky." Jesus' friends went back to Jerusalem with a strange gladness in their hearts, and something Jesus said that struck their minds. "Even though you won't be able to see me anymore, I will never leave you. No, not ever. I will be with you, yes, always and forever." How can Jesus be with us and leave us at the same time, they wondered. They didn't understand. No, but they would soon. And tomorrow we're going to read a story about God sends help. And that will help you understand how Jesus can be with us and also be in heaven.